And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Simon Burden here with another recording session. This isn't going to be story related or anything like that, so no need to worry about that. What we are going to be doing now is we're going to be taking classes here at the academy. Now, as you can see, my team has changed up a little bit since the last recording session. Speaking of which, I'm recording this on the 22nd, the day before the last two recordings of the recording session goes up. So I'm just gonna show you my team real quick. I have Meowscarada. This is essentially my Leo. This is the final form of the starter. Um, I have Arctibax. I found Frigibax, which is the baby form of this, in a fairy type Terror Raid battle. And I was really stoked about this because I also have this on Scarlet, which is the game I completed. This Pokemon is like a godsend, and I mean that literally half the time. This Pokemon is really good, and is such a heavy hitter. It's amazing. The fact that it's fairy type means, for the Terra type, means that I'm going to be able to essentially nullify dragon attacks that would come towards me. Same with now, granted, obviously, it would mean that I'd be weaker against poison and steel, but I still think it's a pretty decent trade-off, especially considering I'm part ice, meaning it's weak against fighting and steel anyway, as well as rocks. So I'm essentially getting rid of the fighting and rock weakness for just steel and poison. In terms of getting rid of the ice. And in terms of getting rid of the dragon, I'm getting rid of the ice, dragon, fairy, weakness. For, again, just poison and steel. It is such a good trade-off that I'm actually really happy about this one. Our Starkanackle or Knuckle Starkanackle evolved into Garganicle. Again, really good Pokemon. I think it's a nice physical wall. I think. Yeah, with that defense, that's definitely a nice physical wall this early on. And it's such a nice heavy hitter as well. Definitely one that's good for a team. Houndstone. We managed to get Greavard in a rock type Terror Raid. And it's a really good. It's honestly one of my favorite dog Pokemon. Yeah. Other than Houndoom, this is like my second favorite dog Pokemon that's in this franchise now. I just love it. People were saying that Greavard was a bit more of a ghost than anything else, but if you actually take a proper look, the morbid for Greavard was actually a skeletal structure. So they've kept that going with Houndstone, and you can actually see the skeletal feet and such. So I do really love this Pokemon. Last Respects is an amazing move and really dangerous. Obviously, at the moment, as you can see, it's not exactly the nature I'd want it to be, but we can attempt to sort that out at some point. We could probably try and find a mint to sort that out somewhere. Ceruledge, obviously. We've got Dashbun as well. I've got so many other Pokemon that have evolved over the time. I'm just going to quickly check to see if we actually do have any mint to give. No? Hasty, Sassy, Gentle, Lax. What does Hasty do? I don't really rather know. Okay. So we don't have like an adamant mint or anything. That's fine. Okay. I'd rather just check now rather than later. But yeah, I've got a lot of Pokemon. I managed to evolve my Tinkertink into Tinkerton. What else is there? Obviously, I've got Oinkalon, I've got me Spidops. I've got Grafaiai, I've got Toadscruel. What else is there? I've got Bramblegast. So I was actually wrong about the amount of steps it takes. It actually takes 1,000 steps for Bramblegast and I forgot the name. I always forget the name of the other one, the Dung Beetle one. But either way, no, it's actually 1,000 steps. So I will admit I am wrong about that. I accidentally said it was 100 because that's what I believed at the time, but no, it is 1,000. So there you go. Got the Dunsparce. It evolves. Dunsparce evolves into it with Hyper Drill. You know, when it's got the move and it levels up, boom, there you go. Belly Bolt. So that's the Tattle Bulb via a Thunderstone will turn into Belly Bolt. Aboliver. I don't know however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, this is Smolly's final form. I'm really not a fan of that typing. It's really bad. Mabostiff. What else do we have? We have Annihilate. So Primate, upon getting Rage Fist, use that 20 times, then level it up, and you'll get Annihilate. And then yeah, Tinkerton. What else is there? Oh. Skullvillain. The Capsicid, the little spicy pepper little thing, evolves into this with a Firestone, if I remember correctly. Grass Fire, the first ever typing. First ever Grass Fire typing. Which is really, really good actually. I really love that. I managed to get myself a female Zalander. That was a pain in the ass. Tandemaus, I've managed to get. What else? I think that's about it. Varoom, I managed to get a dragon type Varoom. Well, dragon terror type, I should say. This is what turns into Revavroom, which essentially all of Team Star has customized to do whatever the hell they need it to do. So yeah, it's essentially that. But that's enough of an update on my team. If you're wondering how I managed to get so many up, considering the, you know, the time from the first to the last recordings of the recording session, literally terror raids. Once you've beaten the 3rd gym leader, you get 3-star terror raids. You're pretty much good to go to start doing quite a bit of leveling because you get these medium XP candies. They're legit the most useful thing. So we're going to be doing all these classes as much as we can. So we'll do with biology first with Mr. Jock. But yeah, Saki's not here. I don't think Saki would really be interested in this, but so I just waited until she was asleep. So yeah, we're gonna see what all these classes are all about, and I'll make my own opinion on them after a while. If you'd like to become better friends with Pokemon, you can let them out their Pokeball and walk along with you. Sounds great. Yep. In fact, 3 Pokemon actually evolved by doing this. Inside buildings. Therefore, please open your Pokemon out of the Pokemon while outdoors. You know, I'm there we go. Hmm. I almost forgot about how to take off the hat for a second then. Yeah. I'd say this is probably the only other loading screen is when you go into the classrooms and when you're coming in and out of buildings and Misagoza. This is Saguaro's Cross is the best place to go. While you're enjoying a picnic with your Pokemon, you may find something very, very important in the basket next to your table. Eggs. So the way that breeding works in this, from what I've been reading online, is essentially at the picnic table. So if you've got a Ditto and one of the Pokemon that you're wanting to breed, that's the way to do it. Just picnics and making sure you've got the egg power. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look into what causes like the best egg power that you can get, just so we've got a good chance of getting eggs when I'm breeding. Okay, class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Yep. It is just Pokemon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't you worry about that. And just so you know, I'm the one who developed the Pokedex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the Academy though. Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at that time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon together day in, day out. Those sure were fun times. I got yelled at all the time now. Wish I was talking about the Pokedex. Anyway, today I'd like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As you all know, a great way to catch a Pokemon more easily is to first over its HP. But there's another way to up your chances of a successful catch. Can you guess what is it? Inflict the Pokemon with a status condition. The correct technique for making Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is an especially effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. Eating food that gives you catching power works too, or sneaking up on Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds to the gyms to get gym badges. That's true. The next class will be a test. Oh. So let's see. I actually want to go to my home. Class 1A. School star biology lab. Okay, so he's actually in the biology lab for when I want to talk to him. Let's go there then. Yep. You can probably roughly catch about maybe 30 before you even get to the academy, I'd say. Depending on if you actually take your time to actually get stuff. Oh, false swipe. That is amazing for catching Pokemon. Same for 100. I've already done that as well. Plenty of Ultra Balls. Nice. Thanks, Prof. Let's see, how many Pokemon do I have in my Pokedex currently? I've caught 165. That's actually not bad. Recent notes on Annihilate. Meditate. Medicham. Hippopotas. Oranguru. So yeah, some Pokemon. So I actually looked up Drifloon is actually one of the Pokemon that's a version exclusive, as is Mischievous. So to catch a Drifloon, I either need to be on Scarlet or have Saki with me while she's on Scarlet and I'm on Violet. It is what it is, but it is good to know that that is actually the case. I didn't realize that until earlier today. So I'm pretty sure a few people were yelling at me for the video that went up at some point today, I think. Habitat. I don't know. Quite a variety of places. I will be looking for the water breed at some point if I can find one, because I've got like 3 breeds. There's the fire fighting and the water fighting and then the normal fighting. The Raging Bull is really good move, because that changes depending on the type. On whether they're firefighting or not, or water fighting. Currently I'm up to 392, which is Gimmigool's evolution called Golsendo. But I think the dex does actually go a bit higher. Be careful corner. The last thing you want is to pinch its neck or anything. Let's go to the go back to the entrance hall. Biology midterm. Alright. So we actually do get to do exams and stuff. Let's see how the midterms are going to go. Today is our midterm exam. Sure feels good to fill in those empty spaces on that answer sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. What button would you use to let a Pokemon on this ball so that come up? So, combine one letter and one number below to correctly say when and where eggs are found. A1. Oh shit, no. Walking around. What will not make Pokemon easier to catch? Let's see. Well, we're not able to give them berries, so it won't be that. Surprising them from behind does make them easier to catch because it gets them off guard. Poisons the status effects, so that counts. So it would have to be D or A. Go with A. What will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher levels? Gym badges. I'm hoping I freaking passed. I probably got like 3 out of 5, definitely. Woo! Oh well, next week it is. Okay, so you do get something from them. Not much. But XP counters is nice. Alright, let's carry on. Math with Miss Time. And I think we'll do home ec and battle studies after the maths. See what they're like. See if they're actually practical. Got a feeling they won't be, but you know, better than not checking at all. I actually did. Maths was one of the better subjects I was good at. Like, I hated English. I couldn't stand it. It annoyed the hell out of me. But maths I pretty much enjoyed. It was one of those subjects that were actually my favorite. Simon, you see to be good with Pokemon, so let me ask you this. Bear in mind that water is strong against fire. If the move Water Gun hits a fire type Pokemon, what becomes of the move's damage? It's double. I like the fact that she uses that for an example of mathematics, because it shows that she's willing to dip into a different type of subject to still make it relevant to hers. It's actually how good of a teacher she clearly seems to be. Nice, resourceful, and actually thinks of things that are actually relevant. We'll do maths again. Yep. like to use shopping, one of my favorite hobbies, mind you, to teach you all about math. Sure, everyone here has visited a Pokemon at least once. They sell outside of Pokemon items. Pokeballs are one of the most useful as you can find there. They cost 200 each. Yeah, buying 10. Oh, 11 because you get a Premier Ball. Screw you for that trick question. Are we able to revisit that class? Because that was some BS. That was a trick question. God damn you, woman. Oh, actually, let's see if we can. Which class would you like to revisit? Math? You can indeed. So yeah, we can actually redo it and try to get it right. Let's do that, shall we? Still find that a bit cheeky. Because you're thinking only monetary value. You don't think that she's gonna ask you and include the bonus. Which is just ridiculous. I mean, I know that's been a practice since 6th generation, probably a bit earlier, I can't remember. First time I remember seeing it was like 6th gen. Could be completely wrong. But you know. My 3. I love Psyduck's reaction to you wanting to go to class. It's just like, wah, wah. So from class, tell me, do you all enjoy fortune telling, horoscopes, and the like? I don't mind it. It's not something I go into all that much. It does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. It is true luck that determines whether your Pokemon has a critical hit or has one landed on it. Does anyone know what percent chance a Pokemon has of landing a critical hit? Is it 1%? It's either 1 or 4%. Go with 1. Ah, it's actually 4%. Okay. So normal moves are about 4%. Moves like Stone Edge, Shadow Claw, as you said, is about 12. Okay, so then you've got certain moves that actually hit a critical hit all the time. I'd like to revisit that class. It was actually a good one, and I want to make sure I actually have the answer right. Because I know obviously the exam is what is more important, but it's just like, you know, it's still nice to just go back and like prove you've learned. Right. Turn 5 midterm exam. Let's see how well we do for math. Biology we got 4 out of 5, which I'm pretty happy with. Might try and go for 5 out of 5 for biology if I could take the midterm exam again. I doubt I can. They'll probably at least cheat the exam stuff pretty damn well. How much damage does water gun do when it hits a fire type? Double damage. Half. $11. %. 1.5 times as much. Yep, pretty simple though. I would have got 5 out of 5 on biology if I had actually paid attention to where the things were aligned. Alright, so let's do home ec. Let's see how practical home ec is going to be, yeah? 32 minutes I've done both biology and math in pretty quick time. I'm actually quite impressed. And even then, first 9 minutes of me was just showing off of the new Pokemon I've got. This is something that is particularly important if you wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful effects. Choice of fillings and condiments. For example, using sweet ingredients in sandwiches may help you gain egg power, including numerous bitter ingredients. So essentially, the more sweetness you use, the better your egg power by the sounds of it. I would like to ideally, you know, just straight up use purely sweet things in a sandwich at one point. Yep. That's true. Items on the ground. So far we've had the picnics being mentioned and what sort of flavors can do what. And then we've had what to do with what to do if you've run out of potions and there's no Pokemon Center nearby. Obviously, of course, in the game you can flash over to a Pokemon Center you've been to, but they're not counting that as something you can do, which is actually really good. I can't use moves. Yes, but not in this game. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've not seen any ethers or anything in shops. Our next meeting will be an examination. Let's take the home ec midterm then. Which is now an effect of a picnic meal. Increasing speed. Which you can get HP restoration, but it also heals from statuses and gives you meal powers, so. Which of the following affects the kinds of meal powers received from a particular meal? Some condiments. On berry. Leandro wanted his Pokemon to decide on its own when to use its item in battle, so he gives her an alibi. This will work as he hopes. True or false? True. If a move runs out of PP, it can no longer be used. If a Pokemon runs out of PP for all its moves, it can only sit there in frustration. False. It does an action called struggle. You can still consider that sitting there in frustration, but it's technically not doing anything. It's technically not just sitting there, it still does something to hit the opponent. Whoop! 5 out of 5. You know, let's take a quick break from the lessons. Okay, so he's at the home ec room. Let's have a little talk with him, see what we can do. Activities? So it's a bit of a slight friendship thing. Oh, he's all of a sudden in the cafeteria. Alright. Yep, I'm stuck. Essentially, we just persuade him to have something else. So you actually get closer to him with each interaction, which is honestly pretty interesting. So now the question is, what do you get when you get closer to him? So let's see, there's the 5 alarm, the peanut butter, pickle sandwich, potato salad. Honestly, I love a good potato salad, so I'm driven over if I can. Sadly, it's not something I get to make all that much myself, like IRL, but yeah. It is what it is. I see someone has messaged. It's just another notification from a server I'm in. The shooters go after them, the weather that many of them may just want to talk to Nurse Miriam. Well, let's have a go. Let's see what she's like. We'll talk to the director and Miss Time as well. She even has a bandage on her knee. Yep. There you have. Okay, yeah, I don't see any reason why not. I could talk to her again. Yep, seems like it. That sucks. Bless her. It is unfortunate when people don't get to like do what they wanted to do, because obviously as she just said, she wanted to actually, you know, be a health teacher. But she could have passed the certification exam despite the fact that she took it quite a lot of times. Oh? Oh no. Does what mean? Okay, no, I'm definitely looking this one up. Chuji? What? Never heard of that in my life. Even I'm fucking confused on that one. Hold on 1 second, folks. Out of date and trying too hard, so essentially being outdated and uncool. And while a lot of Chuji things are associated with millennial woman, the term can be applied to anyone of any gender and any age. Oh, good God. I feel bad for millennial women. Jesus Christ. So I'm starting to wonder what you get when you become, you know, like slightly closer to the teachers and stuff. Okay, the last teacher to actually talk to have some sort of friendship is Miss Time. Hey, Miss Time. Oh, she was? Yeah, because I want to know more about you being a freaking gym leader. When the frick were you a gym leader? Oh, we're about to find out. She's at the entrance hall. We can find out here. Hopefully. Please, let me find out why you quit being a gym leader. Why you over here? I'm sorry, but I'm actually interested in that. Why did you quit being a gym leader? I just got here. Oh god, it is rhyme, isn't it? Oh god. If I just put the connection together, time and rhyme are sisters. Oh lordy. Right. Oh boy. Alright, screw it. Let's do battle studies, yeah. Miss Danger. Gosh, yours is in the schoolyard. Is weak to that move's type. Heads up, new kid. Question coming your way. There are two categories that attack moves can fall under. Now they are physical and special. I like how one of the answers was moves of light and moves of darkness. It took me a second to register that, and I'm just like, oh good god. Just as sharp as I expected, new kid. Looks like you have a handle on the basics. Inch. What about for the midterm exam? You gotta actually allow us to sit down at tables and chairs for that? Well, you're running around out there where you come across some big shining crystals fairly often as well. Yep, those will be the turrets. Well, yep, and the other one is to heal. Heal up. No, do not make me the battle teacher. Pull them off, woman. This one was the last one before the midterm exam. So this is for 4 stars, the Tower Shield. To Vastalize an attacker. So, for those wondering how to deal with the shield, surround a Pokemon. Simple. To Vastalize. It's all the exact same from when Sword and Shield did the Dynamax and Gigantamax raids. You had to Dynamax once the opponent got their shield up. So, you know, it just makes it easier. So I'm glad that they kept that as a thing. I said the battle studies midterm. I did pretty well altogether throughout those classes. I don't see any reason as to how I'll be slacking in that. It'll be interesting to see how we're doing. How we're doing in the class. Oh, thank God we are. Yeah. The higher a Pokemon's special defense, the less damage it takes from special attacks. Which of the following has no effect on the move's damage? The move's name. I've just moved this. How many trainers on a Terrain battle team? 4. What is an effective method for breaking an opponent's Terra Shield? Terrestrializing and attacking. Fighting. I don't know what the hell was with that last question. It was not necessary. Yep. So let's see if Miss Dendra is now someone we can talk to. Yep, she's all the way in the schoolyard. Let's have a go, see what happens. Oh, I can't ride me right on here. That sucks. Is that a, did someone seriously bring out a Gyarados in the freaking schoolyard? What the hell? You don't just bring out a Gyarados like that. Oh, that's the map thing. Here's our teacher. Hell yeah! Let's do some training. I'm down for that. May as well. Damn. I wonder what the hell she makes them. It says left much to be desired. Oh god. Foul smell as well. Oh. Yeah, tasty. God, I think the other thing you're gonna get from that teacher is a fucking stomachache and vomiting. Now she's gone to home ec. She's learning how to make better sandwiches. Because I think she might fucking need it. How about we about to teach her? What brings you here? Soggy and hard to eat. Once again, ugh. I could have used some more veggies. Oh, you were simply trying to destroy my classroom. Oh god. God. You thought she was trying to destroy the freaking classroom. What the hell must that have looked like? Oh god. Jeez. Let's do history with Miss Rayfort. Now there is quite a few runes around the area, so we might actually get to learn about the runes that are around. Or maybe even about something else. Maybe about the legendaries? Who knows? Or even about how they actually have a picture of the Pokeball from Legends Arceus. Oh my god. Lives of our ancestors throughout history forged the path to the present in which we live. As you are all aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists in the heart of our region. The area inside this crater is called Area Zero. Research of its geological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1,000,000 years old. It was long believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. Perfect timing to make eye contact, young Simon. Answer me this. What exactly was believed to rest in the depths of the great crater inside Area Zero? Treasure? No, No, not at all, actually. Some believe that treasure more valuable than anything else in this world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh my god, they've actually got a picture of the Pokemon professor from Legends Arceus as well. Wow, they actually went out on this history class. Oh, and before I forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater and Area Zero are both off limits to all but those who have official business there. Do not dare entertain the foolish notion of gallivanting off to Area Zero in search of riches. It is no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if it were at all possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do so. Learned a bit about Area Zero and the fact that there used to be some treasure down there. Very interesting, actually. Let's see what else we can learn from history class. This is one I'm actually quite happy with. I never got to do history in school. We did. There was like a small time period where I did history for like a few weeks, and that was it. And then I had to choose what my actual studies would be other than the basic maths, science and English. And I ended up choosing ICT and performing arts. This region came under the rule of the Paldean Empire. Historical accounts describe the Paldean Emperor as being quite the dictator. This emperor also zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests deep within Area Zero. I must mention that the civilization of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magic, and beings beyond human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against Paldea's neighbouring countries, the Emperor sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. Approximately how many years ago was it that the Paldean Empire began to rule this region? You just said about 2,000 years ago. That is when the great era of exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. Was it the punishing journey itself that barred their way, or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mystery surrounding the crater. So far it seems to be all about the Great Crater and the Paldean Empire. As you should remember from our last class, Area Zero's great area of exploration began about 2,000 years ago, yep. The civil lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest reaches of Area Zero, having poured much of its human and financial resources into the exploration of Area Zero for so long. The Paldean Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and its surrounding nations united into one entity. This was the formation of Paldea as we know it today. Ah yes, this very academy where you're now filling your young minds with knowledge was also apparently established at that time. In fact, the school building, though suddenly having undergone repairs through the years, is just as it was when it was built so long ago. This very structure is a piece of history. Ah, things of old are truly splendid. I certainly prefer not to have the Pokeball portion though, relatively new edition. Approximately how many years ago was this academy of ours established? 800. Sorry about that. Bit of a fingernail issue. Okay, so next up I believe is midterms. So to God, I got the questions right here, otherwise I think she'll be kicking my ass all the way back to Timbuktu. What was the name of the geological formation in the center? Okay, that's the great crater of Paldea. What was... okay, treasure. How many years ago did the Paldean Empire begin to rule this region? 2,000 years ago. How many years ago was this academy built? 805. Those seeking knowledge need look no further than the grapes of Paldea. Ooh. Languages, why not? Mr. Salvatore. Mr. Salvatore. Dear students, how are you all today? Feeling good, I hope? Je m'appelle Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I'm so heureux, or happy, for this chance to re-experience my younger days with you all. Do you know what Salvatore means? It means savior, so just imagine I'm here to save you from spooky new languages. Funny, no? That's right, my class will teach you about various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people from elsewhere may say bonjour or salut. I've heard there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together and say hello, hello, hola, ciao and bonjour. There are so many regions out there in our world, and each can have their own unique languages. Gracias, merci, shishi, arigato, donc. These all have the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? Thank you. I actually had to pull from a bit of my Spanish too. Explaining the same thing, darlings, and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? I'm starting to think that the gym leader came to this school and just loved the languages. I mean, it's not as if it's one of my favourite subjects, but I'll take it to get it out of the way. Oh, that seemed a bit harsh, but you know. Oui. Oh, you'll have to guess. Delicioso. Anchi, bueno. Can anyone tell me what these words mean? Delicioso is delicious. Look at a big smile from whoever you're talking to. People over there and someone says the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Would I be happy to receive such a compliment? Do languages, and then we do the midterms. Oh. Développé. I'm starting to think you're from the Colors region with the amount of French you do. It's not time to eat. So I think it would be I'm going home. I think it's that one. Yep. Not once have I ever heard any type of media to say je t'aime. Choose your best to know what you're sorry for. Let's do this Salvatore. Yet again. Or this time for the midterm. Let's see how well we do. Today we take our midterm exam, relax, and do your best. Thank you, Alicia. Speak with the person as the first step to smooth communication. Compliment. I hate the fact that he makes that question. I'm actually annoyed at that one. I hate when teachers try to pander to their ego. Now, if they had actually given me 4 of the other teachers' names, I would have actually answered what I truly feel. But I hate the facts. I hate the fact. I already hate Salvatore. At least with the battle studies teacher, it was a case of, you know, just what her favourite type was, like Pokemon wise. But that, just to just straight up be like, who's your favourite teacher? Oh, ugh. I prefer older things. I'm stood right here. I like old things, yeah. I'm playing the game that's more to do it than you. Yeah. I'm gonna regret getting to know you. I'm not just damn friggin' sure. He's actually out in the schoolyard. Please, for the love of God, don't be trying to pick up the teacher. Do not be trying to pick up Miss Dande. Beg of you. Good God, he's just attending to the vegetable patch. Friggin' hell. Wait, is that Pony? What the hell happened to it? Stay calm. I feel really sorry for that Pony. I really do. Bum, 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 bum. One thing I'm wondering, I wonder if the history teacher could have anything to do with like fossils. Because granted, I've not seen any yet. I will admit that from Scarlet, because I've completed that game, I've not seen any fossils as of the moment. But I think it would be pretty interesting if in like one of the DLCs we get fossils and she's the one that has some sort of machine that revives them or something. The eye of the beholder. Yeah, let's try to get art out of the way. I'm not really a fan of Mr. Hustle, but you know, it's just how it goes. A gibble. Thought it was thought it was unsafe to have a Pokemon inside. When it's out of the Pokeball. Oh, Penny's in the art class. I think Mr. Hassel kind of. I hope he got permission to use a gibbling plaster. Because otherwise he's screwed up. Alrighty then. Yes, I know, not to be tardy. And of course, here's Professor Gibble to help us. Ice type this time. You can change a Pokemon's Terra type at the treasure eatery located in Medali. I must say the cook there is a little prickly. You'll need to get on a good side if you want her help. So, that's how you change the Terra type, huh? Go into the treasure eatery and giving her 50 Terra shards. Very interesting. I'm actually quite happy with that, actually. We actually got to know something there at that last little bit of the art class before the midterm exam. What's the name of the gemstone that grows out of a Pokemon's head when it terrestrializes? Terrajewel. When the answer to question 1 is in the shape of flowers, what type does it represent? Grass type. What shape are most snowflakes classified as? Hexagon. What is E3 that allows you to change Terra type? Also, where? Medali. What makes something beautiful? The eye of the beholder. There's no correct answer. Alright, so we got a bunch of XP candies smalls, which is fine. Do we have anything else? No, just the art room. Okay. Then again, art was the last class I did. I spoke to all the other teachers before I did it. It's just fine for me. I had a boss doing it. course I like Pokemon battles. So it seems that the more you interact with them, the friendlier. What the hell? I tried watching my mock at a picnic and I seemed to hate it. I'm not surprised. Mugs prefer to be filthy. Schoolyard, of course, Mr. Hustle's there. Just again, better not be potentially flirting with Miss Dendra. We don't need that sort of thing. Really? This is where you are? The sandbox? What the hell is wrong with you, my dude? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda want in on that now. No. No one about. That sucks. Well, it took us 1 hour 38 minutes to do the classes and have our little time communicating with the staff members. Currently there are nothing else I can do. I can revisit the classes, but there's kind of no point in it. So we're going to leave this episode here because, as I said, it was just for the sake of the classes, and I decided to interact with the teachers, some of which I'm quite interested to see what happens. So yeah, until the next recording session where we actually do some stuff, I shall see you all later. Bye guys!